Going, guys? Hawkeye here, and yeah, I just saw the Fnaf trailer. Yeah, can I just say, yeah, I just probably wanted to leave my thoughts on it because obviously, I seem like a good person to do that. I mean, I've made a lot of Fnaf videos in my day. Some good, none good, but a, a lot of them. um,
I bring you the return of terror. By the way, I want you to find the cringiest video on this site.
and yeah, I gotta say, the trailer honestly looks better than I thought it would. Like, I thought this movie would be terrible and would look bad, but I'm actually kind of excited for it now. So let's just go over the positives because I do have negatives despite what I just said. So first off, the designs are just ridiculously good. It is a 100 like from what we've seen, it is a 100% perfect recreation of Five Nights at Freddy's 1. The characters look the exact same. The locations look the exact same. The map looks the exact same. It is 1-to-1 A plus work, and honestly, way fucking better. Honestly, one of the best um adaptations I've seen in a while. Like it is just 1-to-1, exactly how it's supposed to fucking look like. And I think they did a great job. Like I honestly think it looks better than most of the fan made stuff, and that's saying something with this franchise. There's a lot of really, really, really good fan made stuff, as most people have probably seen, and to do better than that is pretty fucking is more than people expected. Let's just say that it's more than I expected. Like I still don't think the Paddington looks worse than this, but like I mean, what does? Plus, they had to use the designs of the games, right? So I think they did literally the best they could with what they had. They also changed the phone guy to like a training video, and I don't like that it isn't the phone guy, like because I thought it'd be fucking awesome to see him in the movie. Like hear the hello, hello, hello. I wanted to put a message for you to get you settled in on your first night. I'd love to see that guy in the movie, but it isn't him. From what we've seen. And you know what? I think it's actually a good change to make that a video, just because like that makes more sense. Just monitors all over the screen. Also, that's where the cameras are located on the monitors. It's making use of the office. I think that's a good change. That's a like for gameplay, it works better the way we had it. But for a movie, I think they translated it to a movie very, very well from what we've seen. And it makes sense that it's a video that they leave tapes, and then you put the tape into the monitor, and then it plays that video. That makes perfect sense. I really do hope we get to see the night four phone call though, and the night five one to be honest with you, like that's gonna be interesting. All right, now let's move on to William Afton, and yeah, he looks not how I'd expect him to look, but you know what? It works. I honestly think this is pretty decent casting. I don't know if you expect like Benedict Cumberbatch to be the purple guy, like like the Doctor Strange. I think he would be really good as the purple guy, but like this guy works pretty goddamn well too. I'm not gonna lie, I really fuck with this guy as the purple guy. And I didn't think I'd really fuck with him as Springtrap, so that might be what they're thinking of. And yeah, it's pretty good casting right there. Now let's move on to the negatives. One, just like this fun time like animatronic, and that makes me think like Sister Location is gonna be referenced in this movie, and like Sister Location is the part of FNAF lore like I do not give a fuck about, man. Um, oh, okay. I just had to make sure that my uh microphone was on. It was, so that's good. If it sounds different from this point onward, that's why I just turned my audio input catcher on. So yeah. Anyways, like Sister Location, like people always say FNAF lore is complicated. Well, that's cause of Sister Location. Like I've always thought FNAF should be a trilogy, like the first three games, and I think I'm not even close to alone on that opinion. I think pretty much everyone agrees on that. But like you can make the fourth game work, right? Like nothing from the fourth game really messes with that. sister location is what ruins the lore. Like that's all literally 100% of the stuff that's like actually complicated or like hard to explain to people is from sister location onward. Um, Literally 100% of it. Not one thing is hard to piece together. Well, maybe it's hard to piece together, but like now that we have the pieces, not one bit of it's hard to explain. Um, from the first three, if not first four games. And Sister Location really just ruined the FNAF lore. So I'm worried like anything from Sister Location in this movie is going to suck. But you know what? They did adapt FNAF 1 really, really perfectly from what we've seen. So who knows? Maybe I'm just being wrong about that. But like I am worried that we've seen Sister Location stuff in this trailer because like I genuinely think that shit's going to be awful. And the second one, you probably saw this coming, is the red eyes. Like the red eyes just look fucking ridiculous. Like okay, it's just like they tried way too hard to make these dudes look frightening when they didn't even need to. The original designs are already perfect for the reason like, yeah, they're not the scariest designs in the world, but like they're not supposed to be. That's what made them so great. Is like they were able to like be incredibly unthreatening and ridiculously threatening at the same time. It's just like how inhuman they look. Like they look very dead inside, but like they acted so human. They acted very lifelike. And there's also the additional fact that like you're in their fucking house. Like you're the one on the defensive. Or like they're the ones who know this place, Like and the red eyes, it just makes them look fucking ridiculous. And I think like and the thing is like they could have just used like the white eyes. Like that actually looks better than this. And it makes them look actually threatening without making it look like they're just trying too hard. But the reason why this probably isn't that much of a problem compared to the other problem I had is because it's probably just for the trailer and the posters. Because horror movies often do stuff like this just to make like the monsters or whatever look more threatening. And the reason for that is like mostly kids watch horror movies. Now, this one's probably going to be the reverse because we were the kids who were supposed to see this movie and we're adults now. Which is kind of crazy to think about to me, honestly. But so it's probably going to be the exact opposite. That's also why people are mad that this movie is PG-13. But I mean, like, come the fuck on, dude. Like the games themselves were like the games themselves were definitely not even fucking close to rated them. I don't even think they're rated teen, to be honest with you. They might be rated teen. I don't know. Like if they were rated at 10 and up, like I wouldn't bat an eye. Like come on, man. All right, like PG-13 is not a bad rating for this movie. Like that's not like restricting them from a lot of things that they would show in the games. Like they're gonna have a lot of freedom when it comes to this movie. But yeah, so usually like kids watch horror movies, right? And so what they do is like they make the creatures look more threatening in the movie and in the trailers than they are an actual movie. So the red eyes probably are a trailer only thing. It honestly ruin the movie for me if they had red eyes because it would just like remove all of the suspense. Like, like it's just so bad looking. But you know what? It's clearly just to get kids to go to the movie because that's usually who goes to horror movies. But yeah, you look at examples of it too, like the Bye Bye Man. Is a good example of it. Like there's a lot of shit that happens in the trailer and a lot more special effects in the trailer versus the actual movie. And if you think I'm like lying about this, well, like I remember when Lights Out came out, like that was like an eternity ago. I was like grade 7. Pretty much everyone in my fucking class saw that movie, like including me. Like, and I don't watch a lot of horror movies. I like horror movies, but like I don't really watch a lot of them because most of them end up being shit. Trust me, kids are the target audience of horror movies, and this is an exception to the rule of that. And the Universal probably doesn't realize that most people going to this movie are going to be above the age of 18, because that's just like again like that's just how old FNAF's been. Like most of the fans are actually like adults now. So in the actual movie they're probably going to look normal, which is a good thing, because they definitely just look ridiculous with the red eyes. Like and again, like it's not like these dudes were like the most friendly people ever, but like they're not people I would have a beer with, like they were perfect designs already, and they adapt those designs perfectly in the movie. So I feel like they shouldn't have the red eyes in them, but they probably won't. Anyways, yeah, so that's everything I had to think of this movie. Gotta say, it looks way better than I thought it was, and I'm probably actually going to go see it because it looks pretty decent, even though I didn't think it would.